What's good, chat?
Hey, what's going on?
Nothing much. We have Fries Critter in the building.
What's going on? How is everybody? How are you, Snug?
Doing awesome, Fry. How are you?
Pretty good, mate. Pretty good. It's Saturday morning over here, so I just woke up, had about an hour to get ready, and now we're doing this live. It's good.
What up, Cole?
How you going, Cole? How are you, mate?
Cole, if you want to pop up on the panel too, you can pop up on the panel.
So yes, very interesting. What are we going to do today, mate? We're going to do some questions,
Do
show
some
some people,
questions.
show some snakes, show some reptiles off, maybe. Sounds
Yep,
good.
show some snakes, and then if the chat has questions, you guys
Yeah.
could ask Fry questions. You guys could ask Fry questions as well. Yo, Cole, thanks for putting the doing snug $1, Cole.
Good job, bro. Good job.
Yeah, Cole is a great person.
Yeah, I jump onto his lives every now and then when I can. Good bloke. There's actually a lot of good blokes in the hobby, or in this community. You know, the YouTube community. It's good.
Yep.
It's what we need actually in the world: more positivity and more connections. You know, let's make friends around the world. I think it's great.
Well, Cole, you broke the link command already, right? IB, I appreciate you. Oh, Lamine. Oh, that's right, Lamine.
What's up, IB? How you going?
Okay. What got you? My first question. This from Cole. Yeah, we'll ask questions first so the chat can fill up. What got you into reptile?
So many years ago, when I was a young boy, my dad used to work for a highway breakdown company. And long story short is he used to work near Australia Zoo, near where Steve Irwin used to work. Anyway, long story short, Steve Irwin used to ring my dad up all the time and say, "Can you come and jump start a car, or somebody's got a flat battery?" Anyway, over a couple of periods of time, I used to go with my dad. And long story, Steve used to give us tickets to go to the zoo, and that's sort of how I started the like of reptiles. And obviously, having a great person like Steve Irwin telling you about reptiles definitely sinks into your brain. So that's how I got started. That's what made me get into reptiles. Yeah, it's just sort of progressed from there.
Okay, my next question is how many snakes you have altogether?
Altogether at the moment, I think we're sitting on 17 Kuiper pythons. So the smallest one's about a year old. So we're talking maybe about a meter long, maybe 4 foot long. And the biggest one, he's 6 years old and he's probably 3 meters long. So 6 foot bigger.
Nice. Okay. This is from Cole. What is your favorite reptile?
My all-time favourite reptile, unfortunately for us in Australia, we can't keep them, would have to be the Komodo dragon. It's the biggest lizard on Earth. They're just, I don't know, I love them. I just love them. So because we can't own them, I have a lace monitor, and that's second cousin to the Komodo dragon. So shout out to Tyler in the chat. That's my beautiful partner. She's the other half of Fry's Critters.
Okay, let me drop her blue.
But yeah, Komodo dragon is my all-time favourite. Unfortunately, like I said, we can't get them here. I don't even know if I'd want to get one here, right? Because they could eat me. So hopefully not. That's where all the time and effort comes into training the animals. So. Yeah, look, reptiles are not for everybody, but I guess everybody should take a little appreciation of them. You know, they've been around for a very long time. So
Okay. Cole, if you have any questions, you can ask him, Cole.
g'day, Brad. G'day, mate.
Okay. Do you have a breeding pet going? A breeding pet?
Project.
Oh.
At the moment, not really. I'm just, well, yes and no. I sort of just breeding albino Darwins, pure albino Darwins. I have got a couple of snakes that are projects lines, but I haven't really played with them much yet. I'm sort of waiting for them to grow up. I might pull one of them out a bit later on and show you.
Nice.
G'day, me, mate.
Cole,
Hey,
if you have more, Cole, if you have more questions, you're answering more questions than me, Cole.
Weather, Australia. It's not too bad today. It's sunny. We're coming into winter, hence the jumper. So it's a bit colder in the mornings, but by about 9 o'clock, I'll be taking this off and sweating. So
Okay. Do you have any other critters?
yeah, I have geckos, knobtail geckos. I can probably pull one of them out for you in a minute too. I have lace monitor, which is Australia's second largest monitor lizard. He's downstairs, so I can't pull him out, unfortunately. But if you check out my Instagram page, there's photos and videos of him on there. I think there's a video on YouTube, so you can check that out. That's an old video though. But yeah, so they're the critters that we have at the moment. We're trying to get it more into some other monitor lizards. Just trying to find those monitor lizards that we like is not really easy. And yeah, so we do have a few other critters. We did plan on going along the bird line, having a few big birds like macaw, parrots. But we haven't ventured that way yet. I'll probably wait till I buy a house. Excuse me, I'm just having a sip of my tea.
Take your time.
Yeah, so that's about it. I'll pull out a gecko if you want. Would you like me to grab a gecko and show it off?
Go ahead. It's up to you. It's your show.
I'll grab it. Come here, buddy. All right. Sorry about the delay. I don't know how I'm going to get this.
Let me get you on full screen. What up, Larry Blaze?
So that's a little knobtail gecko. At the base of his tail, where my thumb is, there's a little knob. Pretty cute, huh? I've got to put him back in. So yeah, I've been breeding knobtail geckos. Not many people know this. I do have a knobtail gecko egg in my incubator right next to me. It is due to hatch any day, so fingers are crossed.
Hello, Don.
Hey Don, how are you? So yeah, that's what the geckos. They're pretty small and tiny, like they're really cute, but they're really fragile. So you got to be careful how you handle them. They're pretty easy to keep, being honest. But yeah, they lay multiple clutches a year too, right? So they lay all year round if you do it right.
Cole, that's crazy. I don't see. I'm looking at my phone right now. I don't see his wife's name in the chat.
Pardon?
Have your wife type again in the chat? I don't even see her name.
Oh, she's probably busy with the daughter.
Okay.
It's the daughter's birthday, so.
Do you have any incubators?
Yeah, so I built my own incubator. It's not currently in use, but the other one I have is one I purchased. It's only a little incubator. and I purchased that one mainly for the geckos, just because I couldn't find an incubator that I could build small enough and rely on it, so I had to go purchase one. But the other one I have is for my carpet pythons. I run that last year. Yeah, there's Tyler just jumped in the chat. So I run that incubator last year, worked 100% perfect, but unfortunately my snakes didn't work last year. So I am looking at buying a new incubator though, probably a big one, but we'll see. Depends on how much we breed and how we go. But yeah, any more questions? I'd love to answer.
Larry, do you have any questions for him, Larry Blaze?
No questions? How many people have you got watching, Snug?
5. Oh, I got
Shout
you.
out to the 5 people watching. Appreciate you jumping in.
I still got you on full screen. I didn't even know that.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you guys jumping in. It's good. For the people who aren't watching, I hope you watch it later.
I didn't even know I had you on full screen.
That's all good, man. It's all good. I wasn't even paying attention. Would you like me to pull out a carpet python?
Yeah.
You're gonna be good.
Oh,
so this is an albino Darwin carpet python.
Wow, JC, now you guys have more questions as soon as you got the snake. Okay, have you seen any improvements since you first started?
Yeah, like I've learned heaps. This is like a hobby where you learn all the time, right? If somebody says they're a genius and a master at it, I don't kind of believe that, because I don't think anybody can really master it, because it's always changing, right? Evolving. But yes, I have seen improvements with all my reptiles since owning them and since doing this reptile thing. This guy used to be called Nips, right? He used to bite. Have you seen him bite me? So that means I've put a lot of time and effort into him. So yeah, I see results all the time. I'm happy. I just wish this guy wouldn't try to wrap up around my laptop cable.
Okay, and then Cole said, can you have ball pythons in Australia?
No, unfortunately. We can't import or export any critters from Australia. Whatever you guys have got in America, carpet python wise, that's probably all you're going to get. If I was to ship anybody anything, I would go to jail for a very long time. And be very broke, right? The fines are like hundreds of thousands of dollars per animal. It's just not worth it. So, plus we wouldn't want to have animals here like the cane toad. We had the cane toad come here and it ruined everything. You know, can't get a cane beetle, so they wouldn't let in.
How do you know when it's under distress? Because it was so close to your face.
So I have a lot of trust in my reptiles. I've been bitten a few times. Luckily, none of them are in the face. But it's all about reading their body language. I can try to pull out another snake and I can show you that his body language might be different. I might have to move this camera. He's a big snake, so bear with me for a sec. And he's sitting there right there watching me too. So this could go wrong. I hope this doesn't go wrong. But this snake's big, so hey mate, can I grab you? Look, that's how big he is. Doesn't look very big. But that's a head you don't really want to mess with. Not that he's venomous. He's not venomous or poisonous. Not that he is, but he's just a carpet python. A big carpet python. So you wouldn't want to cop a bite from him. Because it could turn nasty, right? But yeah, you got to have respect. Learn the animal. See, I was watching his head and his tongue flicker, so I knew he wasn't really going to go for me. And he's not in the mood anyway, right? He just woke up.
Is there a reptile community in Australia?
Yeah, there is. There's a big reptile community in Australia. We have a platform like US Ark. It's called Aussie Ark, and it sort of does the same thing. We try to look after native animals. So yeah, there is a big reptile community and family here. Hopefully, they're all friendly and we're supportive. We're trying to be a supportive one world team all together. Nobody can stop us or take our pets away from us. Is it hard keeping the temperature right on each snake? No, not really, because I run my snakes in a rack. Right now, you're sitting on their rack. So they're in big tubs. And they run heat cord, and I run it through a thermostat. With the Australian heat, I just pretty much turn the heat off in summer. There's no need for it really, because it's so hot. So yes, I'd pretty much turn the heat off in summer. But no, keeping my snakes temperatured accurately is easy, very easy in Australia.
Nice.
It's very easy. Like, because of a ambient temperature, it just helps the snake naturally. So this is where you naturally find carpet pythons anyway. So
do you buy or build your rack system?
So the one that you're currently sitting on, I purchased. It's an old one. It's got 80-litre Bell's tubs in it. But I am looking at building a new one very soon. So I'll definitely be posting videos and photos on my Instagram, maybe on YouTube. So yeah, keep an eye out for that if you follow me. But yeah, I am going to build racks in the future. I've built cages, so I've purchased the cage and then decked it out with, expander foam, all those sort of goodies, and made the snake feel at home. Make it more naturalistic, like realistic for the animal and like nature. But yeah, that's what I like doing, keeping the animal enriched.
Okay, my question for you is, how did you become a snake breeder?
Well, I used to own a couple of carpet pythons a couple of years ago, or many years ago now, and I had to get rid of them because I had a housemate that didn't like snakes. So I gave my snakes to a friend of mine. That housemate moved out. I moved out of that house. I ended up getting with my partner. I told her that I had some snakes at a friend's house. I really should go and see them. And she's like, well, I don't like snakes. And I said, well, that's okay. You don't have to come with me. Anyway, she started talking to me about it and said, oh, you really seem passionate about it. How about you getting back? And I was like, okay, if that's okay. So that's how we got all the snakes. I started back with my big fella, my albino that I just showed you. And then she got addicted to it. I was already addicted to the reptile. So it just grew. We just grew.
Nice. Do you feed live, frozen thawed?
No, in Australia you can't feed live, but look, sometimes you got to, right? Sometimes you have a fussy snake or reptile that you've got to feed. Sometimes you've got to resort to that. I don't feed live food. I feed fresh kill, but I do not feed live feed. I would hate one of my snakes to be bit or damaged by a rodent. That would not be good. And it wouldn't be easy, right? Taking your snake to a vet to be looked at, or a lace monitor, that's not something, it's not easy. And I don't like putting the animal to sleep, not euthanizing it, but knocking it out where you can look at it and stuff. Yeah. So no, I don't. I've frozen thawed all the time. Or fresh kill, which means I gas it with CO2 and then go from there, which is probably the most humane way to do it.
So do you breed rats?
Yes. Downstairs, I have another room. And it's all rat and mice dedicated. I think we've got over 100 mice colonies breeding now. And I've probably got 8 tubs of rats. So in each tub, there's probably 6 rats. So, and there's all babies down there in different tubs also. So.
Nice.
Lots of rats, lots of mice. Yeah. Any other questions?
Cole, if you got any more questions, because we just got started not too long ago. We're only in 20 minutes. Okay. You said it's against the rules to feed live in Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like a humanity thing, you know. People just think animal welfare. They just don't like seeing the animal struggle. Like I said, the snake could get hurt too, right? So to feed one little rat to a snake and think nothing of it, but next minute your snake's got to go to the vet or you lose your animal, is it worth it? Probably not, in my opinion. So yeah, that's why they made that rule, I think. But people do live feed, they just don't tell anybody about it. I don't live feed, I'll be honest. Yeah, like I said, if I'm going to do it, it'd be a fresh kill. So, but yeah, I just don't live feed. It's not worth it. Like I said, we can get fined for that. So, all our animals too here in Australia are permitted and licensed. We have to be licensed reptile keepers. So back to that question before, can we get ball pythons in Australia? No, we can't. But I wish the government would really sit down with all the governments around the world and have a long, hard think about it. If you guys all become licensed too, and I'm licensed, then you're transferring that animal from one license to another. Isn't that trackable? 100%. So why wouldn't they allow it? If it wasn't trackable, 100%, you could let a snake go and catch it and sell it any day of the week, whatever. But that's not cool. So what I was saying is, if we all work together and we pushed our governments, I don't see why in the next 10 years I couldn't get a ball python and you guys couldn't buy a snake off me. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I would hope the hobby would aim for, that we could all do this, you know, share our reptiles with each other. Obviously understand the disciplines that if you let that animal out into the wild or the nature and it disturbs the habitat, then you need to be accountable for it, right? Like, I think that's common sense. Yeah, people have rodents as pets too. See, that's another thing. People keep rodents over here as pets. A lot of people do, actually. I think you guys would in America. People keep rodents as pets.
I think
So
so.
that's why they don't like live feeding. But yeah.
Wouldn't ball pythons be an invasion species in Australia?
Yeah, they would. They would. Well, maybe. If they got out, they could be. But like we've got elapid venomous snakes that would eat your carpet python, eat your ball python. I don't see your ball python eating another snake, especially a venomous. So yeah, I don't know if they would become evasive, but possibly that's how they look at it. Everything's evasive. They brought the cane toad out here. Now the cane toad's everywhere. We've got reptiles eating cane toads that actually can take the poison in their mouth without dying. Like, that's just crazy. They've adapted to it already. So that's a little crazy. So yeah, I don't know. I wish the government would just all sit down and work it out. But like I said, I'd love to buy a ball python. I'd like to see ball pythons here, but not even our zoos, reptile zoos here in Australia. I've never seen any have ball pythons. Maybe Burmese and stuff like that, but no ball pythons.
Nice.
But yeah, so I'm gonna pull another snake out again. Or you keep asking.
Okay, this was from Cole. Do you have any frogs?
No frogs. They're extremely noisy. Hey. And I'm in a reptile room, which is a spare bedroom, and that room right there is my bedroom. I don't really know if I want them this close to me. But you know, we have thought about frogs, just don't know when. Probably in the future. Definitely in the future. When I've got a big yard and property, I can have them right at the back in a nice greenhouse type setup or something. I don't know.
What up, Jason Taylor? Keep on showing your snakes. We just got started.
Which one's next?
Yo, guys, the link for Friday is pinned up top. Check him out, guys. Great person he is.
Okay, that nearly ended badly. This is a Woma python.
Oh, let me put you on full screen.
This is a Woma python. So he's a bit different looking to the other one. He doesn't have heat pits. This guy will eat bearded dragons, blue tongue lizards, other snakes. Generally, these things are known to be quite nasty, like they like to bite. That's why I'm being a bit cautious with him, because he has tried to get me before. But he's not a bad animal, hey mate. But he generally likes to bite at anything that he can see that moves, because he's got no heat pits.
Okay.
I could love to hold him still for you, but that's nearly impossible.
Nice snake.
Yeah, he's got nice patterns on him. And they're all under his belly too.
Okay. Yes. I don't. Is he orange?
He is a little orange, yes. Well, we'll try to give you some natural lighting on. Didn't really help though.
Oh, okay.
So
I can see the orange. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's not a bad snake. He's gonna be big. He's gonna be a big snake. He'll actually probably be bigger than my big carpet python, in all honesty. So he'll get really big.
My next question is, how big does the snakes get?
So my big albino Darwin, he will tap out at about 6 foot, which is decent sized snake. Some do get bigger. Like I've seen bigger ones in the wild, but obviously that's in the wild. And then that Woma python, he probably gets 7, 8 foot, maybe maybe longer. So it's a big snake. And how old is he? That Woma python, he's about 12 months. No, 14 months. 14 months.
Nice.
So he's still a bit young. He's a yearling. Yeah, he's the only small one in this rack. All the others are like 2 years old, 3 years old, 4 years old, 6 years old. And then here's the yearling, so. Yeah, I know you don't have snakes in Belgium and you don't have snakes in New Zealand either. There's probably more countries in the world, but
dang.
Look,
Wow.
Snakes, like I said, reptiles are not for everybody. But I haven't been bit yet. Not today. But I will just move my coffee and I will turn my laptop. I hope this works. But there was a snake that was just gonna have a go at me. I want to see if I can show you. I don't really want to get bitten. I'm not going to get bitten. I promise that, Snug. But I just want to see if I can make a good experience for you. It's not going to work. All right. Handy dandy little snake hook. Yeah, she doesn't look happy at all. Eat me. Where you going? What's up? Hey.
Oh my gosh.
That's a caramel carpet python.
Wow.
No, she's not a happy girl either.
Nope,
But,
she's not.
Nah, she likes to bite. But there's a snake in Australia that's called the Moonglow, and it's an all-white carpet python. And it's sort of come out in the hobby, maybe 5, 6 years ago? Well, she carries the genetics to make that. So.
Okay. For this question from Cole. Do you have bearded dragons in Australia?
Yep, that's where the bearded dragon come from. They originate from Australia. They're everywhere. I don't keep them. I used to have a bearded dragon, but unfortunately he passed away 2 years ago. And I haven't gone back that way. But yes, there's bearded dragons here everywhere. Probably not like the big red ones you're seeing in America. I don't know what they call them, China Reds or whatever. You don't really see that here in the wild. You do get some orangey color ones, but yeah, the hobby over there in the bearded dragons is probably a little different to what we can do here, even though it originates here, right? But maybe bearded dragon in the future. Definitely miss them. They're good pets.
Do y'all have togs?
What? No, we don't. Tegus. We don't have tegus. I can't get them here. Yeah, they're not part of the monolizards type thing that we can get, unfortunately. I'd have one. I'd definitely have one. I kind of like all the reptiles overseas, actually. Like, no offense, you get bored of seeing the same thing every day. So to have something else from another country, it would be awesome. Why are the creatures in Australia twice the size of the rest of the world? I have no idea. I can't really answer that one. But I don't know. It's just crazy. Like our carpet pythons here in Australia are way bigger than what I've seen you guys get in America. It might be like that Woma python. There's a guy that's got Woma pythons and blackhead pythons I've seen in America. Sorry, I can't remember his name right now. And long story short is my carpet pythons and the carpet pythons that you see here in Australia are way bigger, way more healthier, I feel. Way more, not healthier, but they just look stockier. I don't know if that's got something to do because those animals in America have been line bred now for a while to keep the hobby going over there. I don't know. I can't answer that. But like I said, carpet pythons here, my snake in my collection, if I found one in the wild, I can guarantee you the one in the wild would probably be, if not healthier than mine. Depends. Some reptiles out there get ticks, right? Ticks can kill these animals. Where in my collection, they're not. There's no ticks here. There's no mites. I clean our reptiles all the time. So,
Have you thought about having crocodile or alligator?
I have a lot, but can't own a crocodile unless you're a display permit. So I'm a wildlife keeper / breeder, and then if you get a display permit, you could go and have a crocodile or an alligator. But you'd have to hand the alligator back at 1 year of age. When it gets 1 meter, sorry. So you can have it as a baby, but as soon as it hits 1 meter, you have to give it back to the park. It's just another rule that they've made. And I can't have them in Queensland, so. Yeah, the ants and spiders are huge. I'm not a spider fan, but we have some of the world's coolest, dangerous spiders. The funnel web's probably one. We don't get that where I am, lucky. But if I was to get into a spider, I think I'd be the redback because I like the red belly black snake. So the redback spider would be cool, but it's a spider and I don't do spiders. Don't know why, right? But yeah, Australia has some of the most craziest snakes, reptiles in the world. Like, it is crazy. Like our venomous snakes, we have the inland taipan. That's number one most venomous snake on planet Earth. The fear snake, but I can't wait to go see one of them in the wild. That's about 4-hour drive from where I am, maybe longer. But they're out in the wild. It's just got to find them.
Well, what would be your dream reptile if you were allowed to have it?
We'll go back to the question before. What's your favorite reptile? Komodo dragon. I'd have a pair of Komodo dragons here in Australia. I'd make sure I was the only person allowed to breed them, and that'd be my project. Bye-bye snakes, bye-bye all the other reptiles, sorry, but I'd be focused on Komodo dragon. Why not? That'd be amazing. Yeah, I think that'd be that's my passion, really. I'd love to go to Komodo Island and really see the big wild ones. And there's a Sydney Reptile Park, I think it is. They've just had babies like 12 months ago. So I'd love to go down there and see the babies and watch them grow, I don't know. They're just my favorite reptile. And if I could get them, I would. How many reptiles do I have altogether? 20 something. It's not a big collection. We sort of take a lot of pride on buying high quality reptiles. We don't just buy everything because we want it. We sort of buy high quality reptiles. So that caramel carpet python I showed you before, that was pretty much given to me by the breeder because he trusted me and he said, "Here, I want to help you out. This is one of the best snakes I've made this year. Have it. Help yourself to it to breed in the future." And I was like, "Are you for real?" Like, okay. So it's just, I'm very positive. I try to be supportive of everybody. yeah, I don't mind if you're not supportive of me, whatever. But yeah, just community support. And that's how, I've sort of got a nice collection of reptiles. I do want to own more, don't get me wrong. I'd love to have hundreds, but where do you get the time in the day to do that? As it is, I spend an hour probably each with these snakes every day. When you've got 20 something reptiles, that's 20 something hours. Obviously, don't spend every day an hour with every snake, but generally every day or every week, one of these all these reptiles are out of the snake cage or all their cages downstairs for a good couple of hours. It's just enrichment for the animal. They don't want to be stuck in a tub, they want to come out and crawl over you and smell new things. It's all good things.
Oh my gosh, the chat's flying with questions. Okay, what kind of bird do you have in, or their food or pets?
So if you can hear a noise in the background, that's a little budgie. I'm babysitting a budgie for a friend of ours. He's gone away, so that's what you can hear. Birds, yeah, like lace monitors eat birds. Carpet pythons eat birds. If I was going to feed my reptiles birds, I would be doing 1 or 2 day old chickens. But yeah, I do feed my lace monitor chicken, but he's probably only one actually. Do you have a favorite reptile? It used to be my lace monitor. When he was a lot smaller, he used to be out all the time. We used to watch movies. I used to play PlayStation. My kids used to let him crawl over him. Now he's a lot bigger and growing up. He's a bit boisterous. With lace monitors, you've got to earn and gain their trust. You can't just expect the trust to be there, and it takes a long time to earn the trust. I've earned his trust, but then I put him in a cage and sort of didn't play with him every day like I used to. So I think he's got a grudge. But I still interact with him. I just wish he could come back out because that would be my favorite. He would be on my shoulder right now, a big lace monitor. But unfortunately, yeah, he just sees my ears and my nose and thinks, oh, food. So I just don't want to do that. Somebody said before, do you get worried about the snake being around you? Well, no, I think I'd rather the snake around me than the lace monitor. The lace monitor has more chance of doing more damage to me than that animal. Oh, any carpet python in this room.
What your most expensive reptile?
Ooh. Probably my lace monitor or my green tree python. Unfortunately, my green tree pythons, I've sold them to my breeder. My carpet python breeder, he doesn't have green trees, so I sold them to him. But yeah, probably my lace monitor is my most favorite, dearest reptile by far. We spent a few $100s to go and pick him up, and plus he was a few $100s on top of that. So yeah, he was probably the most expensive. The most rewarding, but like monitor lizards are really smart, right? Carpet pythons and any python in general, in my opinion, is not really that smart. When you look at them, they're silly compared to a monitor lizard is so smart. It will figure stuff out, whereas a carpet python will sort of not figure stuff out. So yeah, I don't know. It just enriches my brain and it makes me want to do better things for every reptile we've got, every reptile we ever want to get, and all the reptiles around the world. We are too fast asking questions.
Right, that's how
I've got a heap of time. What time is it? We've been on here for like 39 minutes.
Yep, 39 minutes we've been on here.
So I'm not in a rush.
Guys, Dagmar, keep asking more questions for him.
Yeah, think of some things. What else would I like to tell you? Well, so how long have I been keeping reptiles now? In total years, I'd say about 8 years in total. Yeah, it's probably, like I said, it's very rewarding seeing an animal grow up from when you purchase it. If it's the small animal and it grows up in your possession, it becomes a big 3-meter snake. I think that's really cool. The good thing I like about reptiles too, right, is they live for a long period of time. So, like, you know, they're really going to get the good life with you, and you're going to get a good life with them, if you make sense. Depends if you play with your reptile every day, but yeah, not everything lasts forever, right? Not everything lasts forever. So, that's what I mean. Got to cherish every moment.
Yep. Oh, you don't know Dagmar? You never had a reptile in your life?
If you were to get one, I recommend for a beginner. It depends what you like. If you like snakes, probably a ball python. Or here in Australia, maybe an Antaresia, which is like a children's python or something like that. Otherwise, a bearded dragon every day of the week, or a blue tongue lizard, skink. They're one of the best first pets, I reckon.
Do you have something like Morph Market in Australia?
Yes, we do. It's called Reptiles Classified Australia. You can type that into your Google search or whatever and have a look. But you can't purchase anything off there because we can't export. But yeah, you can definitely go and have a look. Yeah, I've checked out Morph Market. But yeah, Reptile Classifieds Australia is our reptile market page. I've actually got a couple of snakes up there right now. I'd love to go grab them for you, but they're downstairs, and that means I have to be away from the camera for like 10 minutes. So probably not that long, but I'd just rather stay here. Actually, I could ask my partner if she can give me one. But yeah, so I wonder if at one point they knew who you are. What? What do you mean by that? Please explain.
Dagmar, what do you mean by that?
Are you like the reptiles might know who you are over the period of time? That's what I was hoping. Well, that's what I would have thought. You know, my lace monitor knows when I walk in there. When anybody else walks in there, he doesn't move. I want to put more snakes out, but they're all like big and hard to get out. Don't do it. Why do you always have to be so nasty? No, not playing the game with that one. Sorry. But yeah, so actually, bear with me, Snug. I'll go grab that snake.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
We need to get him an interview soon.
I got my son. He's going to go down and grab one for me.
Hey, right, Cole? I think Shane need to do an interview with. We need to get him. To an
Shane.
interview with Shane. Wow. What up, Savage Dave?
We should get who to interview Shane?
You. They talk about you.
Oh.
Cole,
What,
talk
Shane
about
from
you.
Hits and Tails?
Yeah, Shane from Heads and Tails. We need to get him.
Nah, he's probably better at asking questions than me.
Yeah, Shane with Heads and Tails. That's what.
Yeah, Shane's a good bloke.
Mm-hmm. Yo, Savage Dave, if you have questions about reptiles, ask the questions you want in the chat.
Yeah, ask any questions. If they've been asked before, that's okay. got sand on the laptop.
Apart from the racetrack.
Okay, so this is a really cool snake. This is my favorite, but this one I was thinking about selling.
Nice.
Really, that's orange. I can't explain how orange that is. I don't have much natural light in this room.
Solo.
There you go. I got a necklace. I'll open this window so you can see it.
Yo, this guy's funny.
Hey, buddy, where you going? Oh, you're there. Hey, mate. Oh, he's just going to go and hide. Come out, mate. Yeah, so this one is an albino bredli. This is my favorite, probably. Where are you, mate?
Right, Dagmar? It's snakeless. Instead of necklace, it's a snakeless.
So yeah, very pretty.
Welcome 10 million people watching.
10 million people.
No, you got 10 people watching chat.
Oh, thanks, 10 people. Appreciate it.
I always say 10 million because like Cole would say 10.
All right, you take me off solo. I'll hold this on for a bit. Can't really take it back downstairs in a hurry. But yeah, this is an albino bredli male. He's really orange. It's just hard to show. Doesn't pick up the contrast. But I like him. He's got all these circle marks on him. He should be sponsored by Oakley or something, I reckon. Give me some free sunglasses. Yeah. He won't bite me. He's a good snake. Long snake. So this one's only like just 12 months, maybe just 12 months. Was a bit of a trouble feeder at the start, but it's come good. That's why he's a bit small. Whereas the Woma python is just like around the same age, but a different type of snake. It's not a carpet python. So the Woma python has a bigger metabolism than a carpet. Like it'll eat anything. Unfortunately, the Woma python would eat this. If I had them both here, they'd probably try to have a go. So, but yeah, they're all different. The big snake's really fat. Once they hit about a year and a half old, maybe a little longer, they really fatten up. All the snakes fatten up. And it also depends what you feed your reptile. If you're feeding your reptile mice, there's really no nutrients in a mice, in my opinion. It's all in rats. You get more calcium out of a rat, more nutrients.
I got my battery died.
Oh, hang on. Just getting rid of this snake. See you, mate. I'll see you in a minute.
Nobody.
Thank you. Yeah, so that's that one. Hang on, I was saying to
Right, Cole? At first I thought that was a corn snake.
A what?
That kind of reminds me of a corn snake.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was an albino bredli. I did have exanthic bredlis, but I sold them to a friend who gave me this towel. I won't repeat what it says to you, but yeah, he gave me that towel.
Do you have a fur can soft for rats in Australia?
No. Oh, no, not that I know of. The only ones we can really get at the moment are those Swiss lab bred. And they're okay, but yeah, I don't know. We don't really get a lot of options in reptile supplement foods. And rodents, our rodents are terrible. If I had to go and pay for rodents and buy rodents, it's terrible. The quality of my rodents is way better. I know what goes into them. See, that's the best thing about breeding. You know what goes into your reptiles and what goes into your rodents. So all our rodents eat veggies and fruit and salad. So that obviously pays off in the reptiles. Whereas if you just go and buy the ones from the pet shop, I don't see any nutrients in them at all. But no, soft fur African rats and all that, I don't think we can get them. I don't believe we can get them. Sorry about that noise. There's a construction truck just pulled up at the front of their house. Hopefully he doesn't make too much noise. But yeah, like I said, our rodents here in Australia is pretty dismal. If we could find somebody that could do a better job, then we need to stick on that. But right now, the other company doing it's just terrible. They don't take any like. If I was to ring them up and say, listen, on behalf of me, I think maybe you should look at trying to do something different, they wouldn't care. They're just going to do their own thing, but they don't take it as a positive either. Like maybe they should do something different. I don't know. But yeah. So I feed all my rodents. I pull out probably the night before I feed. So I let them all thaw out. By come morning time, they're all thawed out, ready to go. Feed all my snakes pretty much every 9 days, depending. Sometimes these snakes get double fed, so I'll give them 2 smaller rats instead of 1 larger rat. But yeah, so I should be breeding and pairing up very soon, but I'm still debating whether or not I'm doing it this year. Seems like Australia has too many regulations. Yes, this is a big issue. This is what the hobby people in Australia want to. Well, we're trying to rally to help and support. Like my law here in Queensland, or the laws here in Queensland, are so different to New South Wales, and then so different to Western Australia and Victoria. So if I bought a snake from Western Australia, I can't get it here. They won't let it. And then Western Australia can't buy a snake off me. So that's stupid. We're all in Australia. And yet it's like I can't buy stuff from New South Wales, and that's in New South Wales. So yes, regulations and rules are very restricting on what we can and can't do. Like I said before, the government needs to sit down and pull their head in. Probably not even government, but they start there. I had a roommate once who had a snake. Yeah, look, I've seen people have snakes and rodents in the same room and no issue. I guess the snake would get used to the smell. It wouldn't be so aggressive all the time, but I don't know. I don't keep my snakes in the same room as my rodents. As soon as I walk in this door with rodents, all my snakes become really active. They instantly know that there's food. It's crazy. And feed response on these guys is heavy. Being hit by this big carpet python, a year ago, is like, I don't know. If there's anybody had a car roll over their arm, it kind of feels like that, but at full speed. Australia has a rabbit fence. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there is a rabbit fence. It's rabbit, dingo, fox fence or something, and feral cat fence. It goes all the way through the centre of Australia, I think, or up the guts there. Yeah, it's pretty good. And believe it or not, people walk that every day. Or drive the line to make sure it's safe. Keep all the ferals out. Pardon?
What's the population in Australia between like Melbourne, Queensland, and then
the total population here in Australia is like 35 million or something. Dang. I believe might even be more, right? I actually don't know, but that would be a scary fact to find out. See, where I live in central Queensland. It's like a bit of a rural town. It's not a city. And our biggest capital city is Brisbane, and that's a 6-hour drive. So Australia is very big, right? It doesn't look big, but it takes a long time to get around the place. But yeah.
Nice.
So,
Any more guys? You guys have more questions for him?
yeah, we only been running for 55. So
Yep.
I'm trying to think what else I can show you. All the reptiles are sort of downstairs. The big Lacey's downstairs. Wonder if I've got any photos, recent photos I can show you. I mean, probably not. I'm also into the car scene. Me and my partner just recently, and my family actually, just recently went to a burnout comp here in Australia.
Dang, Cole.
It was pretty
That,
dope.
wow.
Google says 20. Yeah, that's probably about right. I was 10 off.
Guys,
There's
if you
a
guys haven't checked out his car meets pictures on Instagram, check him out. Great people that he met.
Fry's Media 87. Check me out. Hey, Snugster, the person you don't like.
Who's it? Oh, I got banned from his Twitch already once.
It probably wouldn't have been from him, actually. It probably would have been from his bots.
It was like I was shouting somebody out and then bam, I got banned.
Yeah, the bots are crazy heavy on that page. But yeah, check us out. I do media stuff. We hang out with the big burnout boys here in Australia. Yeah, we play to keep. You know, that's that Toyota Hilux with a 1300 horsepower motor in it. This thing is so crazy. Oh, sorry.
Nice.
It's crazy. It's like super loud, blows your eardrums away. But yeah, it's always good fun. We went to that to take our mind off the reptiles. You know, it's been a busy couple of years in the reptiles, so we thought let's try something to get our mind off it. So we did. Big shout out to the homie, the late great homie, my boy.
Wow.
Quentin. Miss your brother. That's why you don't play with venomous snakes, people, because it could go wrong. Each to their own.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find. Oh, this is what a Centralian carpet python. This is a normal bredli. So I have an albino. I showed you that one just before. This is a normal looking carpet python, or Centralian carpet python.
Nice. Okay. Did you go see the street outlaws in Australia?
I didn't personally because there was stuff going on, but I do watch it sometimes. I didn't go to it personally, no. There was stuff going on. I'm not going back to that photo. But there was stuff going on, so no, I didn't really get to do it. I have watched it. I'm into that sort of thing. I think if I was to ever get out of reptiles, I think that's where we're going to go. Probably buy a nice big car, spend a lot of money on it, and entertain people and make people happy. That's kind of what I learned out of watching it. Like, you know, these boys pour a lot of money into these cars to go out there and make people happy and entertain people. So I get a lot of joy out of that too, right?
What up, In-Law 420? Hey, Edith Putin.
What's going on? Thanks for jumping in.
Let's go. 8 million people watching. Yo, let 8 people watching. Hit the like button. Let's make Friday.
8 people smash the like button, share it, and subscribe, and turn the bell notification on. Just do it. It's just
Edith or In-Law 420. Hit Fry's links is pinned up top. Make sure you guys hit that sub. Let's get Fry to stream one day. Let's get Fry Critters to stream one day. Yeah, let's get him to stream one day on YouTube. Let's go, guys. I want to see it happen.
I'll stream to YouTube when I get 1,000 followers.
You guys heard that? 1,000 followers, he'll do his first YouTube stream.
And I'll be doing it constantly. If I got to 1,000, I'd be on there 3 days a week. Just saying. But yeah, no, that's something we want to do too. I've always wanted to do Twitch URL streaming. I know that sounds shitty, but people would come downstairs with me. That we'd go and clean my rodents. We'd wash my hands. We'd go and do snakes, stuff like that. But I need to get one of these backpacks, and they're not cheap. But I got a GoPro, so the GoPro does the same thing.
Your wife is laughing.
Yeah, I know. But then that would be dangerous too. I'd probably get banned because if my snake bit me or something, I'd get banned instantly, right?
Okay. This is from Cole. What's your favorite car?
Oh, jeez. Eleanor. Probably that's up there. As in the car in Gone in 60 Seconds, it's probably up there. My all-time favorite car right now would have to be a Toyota Hilux 95 with a big blowing engine in it. I've just shown you. It's probably my favorite car right now. But I don't know. Realistically, I don't really have a favorite car. They change too much.
Yo, he only needs 888 more to 1K. Let's go. Let's go, bro. Let's go.
888 is our favorite number. Yeah, that's our favorite number.
Oh, that's right. 888. Taylor, congratulations. You're now a moderator.
Welcome to the clan.
What?
Yeah, and I don't know. I've got heaps of favorite things. My son likes this guy. My son likes that guy, Scott McLaughlin.
Wow.
I've got two of these. I've got this one and a blue one. Hang on.
Okay, let me put it on full screen. Nice.
So we're into collecting that sort of stuff too.
Bosa.
Used to own a heap of them. What's up,
Bosa?
Bosa? Big shout out to Bosa, one of the most positive people in this reptile world community. I'm telling you, he is number one most positive person. Good on you, Bosa. Well done, bro. Keep it up.
No, look, you're number one and Bosa's number two. You guys are the.
No, I take my hat off to Bosa. He's a great bloke.
Yo, thanks to Bosa, I had to change my StreamYard name to Snugballs.
I noticed that actually, but I didn't say anything. Yeah, Bosa, ask me something. Ask me a question, bro. From one reptile bro to another.
Bosa, keep on. I'm gonna change my YouTube panel that too as well.
888 Craig Lowndes is a legend. You're dead set. 100% right. He's my favorite all-time car driver here in Australia, but he doesn't race anymore. So, and if he is, he's only a co-driver. So.
Wow.
Yeah, he's my favorite. I've met that dude so many times. Have family friends. My dad's family friend, he works there. So I used to go down and see Craig Lowndes quite often. Yeah, it was good. You guys probably don't know who he is, but yeah.
Hey, chilling with the realest, Mary B in the building. One time for the one time.
It's doing. It's Bosa. You still here? Ask me a question, bro.
Yeah, Bosa, don't be scared.
Now he'll probably come up with a really hard question, though.
Especially for you. Mary, if you have any questions for him as well, and
yeah,
ask
anybody can ask.
Chat.
I'll try to answer it.
We only been live for 1 hour and 4 minutes. Okay, there you go. What's your number one goal for 2023?
More monitor lizards, more family time. Yeah, I want to get more into the monitor lizards, and I want to spend more time with my family. My daughter's turned 2. It's her birthday today, so when we get off here, it's all family day. But I want her to get into the monitors too, like if she wants to. She doesn't have to. But it's very enriching. Like, yeah, just want to learn more things, be positive, share good vibes, spend time with family, and obtain a couple more monitor lizards. So small monitor lizards, not big things. More manageable, yeah. But yeah, that's probably my goal for 23. One thing you wish to accomplish in your lifetime. What you want your legacy to be. I would like to be known, if anybody was to look back at Fry's Critters, I'd like to be known for positive. As you know, I'm a lot like you. I support everybody around the world. Even though I can't purchase stuff from America, I still support you guys, and you support me. That's great. We're a team. We have to be a team. But the thing I'd like to be known for is positivity. I would like to be a big influencer and try to get the governments on board so we could import, export reptiles. They're all trackable if they're on license permits. You'd have to put your animal through quarantine, so it'd become expensive. That's probably another reason. What I'd like to do is bring down the cost of shipping reptiles around the world. Like, it's just, we need somebody to do it, and I want to put my foot down, but it's hard. I need big people to back me, and trying to get them to back me, it's just, I think I'm facing a dead-end street. But that's what I'd like to be known for, both. So trying to get more positivity in this community, be known for positivity, and try to maybe relax the laws a little so we can ship. Like, I can't even send stuff to Western Australia. That's just silly because of the laws. So if we could change that, that would help. And if I could be known for it, that'd be great. But I'd hand everything to my family. So if they wanted to take Fry's Critters on, if I was to leave the world tomorrow, that's up to them if they want to do it. If they took it on, I'd, like Steve Irwin said, they've grabbed the football and run it forward, continue my legacy or what I wanted to do. And if they could do that, I don't need anything. That's it. That's probably going to make me the happiest ever.
My question is, if there was young people in here that was snake people, right? Like, would you inspire them to be like a snake person?
Definitely learn it. Be educated. Be passionate about it. If you're passionate about something, be fully passionate about it. Don't be half-assed. Be fully into it. You've got to be committed. The reptile hobby, you get highs and lows. Sometimes you get some really big gut-wrenching lows, but sometimes you get amazing highs. And if you're a passionate person and you're willing to put up with that, do it. Young people getting in, be passionate. Follow your dreams, kids. Don't let nobody tell you can't. Like, seriously. Don't let anybody tell you can't do it, because you can. Being honest, you can do it. But yeah, just being positive, education, learning, research. Do your research. Don't just go and buy the animal and sit home and then do the research. Do the research prior to buying the animal. So when it comes home, it's perfect. Sorry. Just bumped the table. So it's perfect. That's a problem we see here in Australia. People go out and purchase something, and then 2 days later it's not eating, and they're like, what do I do? What do I do? Don't freak out. Like, you've done it wrong. Chill out. Read your book. Do instructions. Watch videos. Read books. Learn. Education is the key.
Yep.
Otherwise, you'll be the person that's sitting there and putting those comments up and questioning yourself, why did I spend all this money and these reptiles aren't doing what I want? Well, because it's hard. It's not always going to work if you don't know you got to, like I said, you got to be smart, or somewhat. But yeah, just positivity. That's what I want to be known for.
Bosa, more questions you can ask them since you're a snake person too, Bosa.
Yeah, if you got any questions, Bosa, let me know. Would you move to the US and have more freedom in your hobby? Well, if I was super rich, I probably would buy a house or a factory shed in America, and I would probably pick really trusted people to work for me. Well, I could buy a heap of ball pythons and start breeding ball pythons over there. I'd fly over every couple of months or whatever to check everything out, make sure the business is running. So I could do business over there and here, but I don't know. The future looks bright. That's all I can say. But yeah, I don't know. I think I'd probably go. Yeah, I don't know if I would. I'd probably try to go into the zoo if I went to America. Try to get into the zoo life, something like that. Something big, whatever's big in
Nice.
America. Zoo life. I'll go work at the Reptarium or something for free because Brian, going through this battle. I'd like to do my bit and support him. See, that's the kind of thing
Yeah.
I'd do.
Hashtag Brian's Army 100%.
Yeah. Yeah, so he's a mentor. See, like that's another thing. The people that helped me get into this hobby, like Steve Irwin, like I explained before, people that weren't here. My dad used to be a roadside breakdown car repair guy. Long story, used to go to work with him. We used to go to Australia Zoo all the time. Steve used to ring my dad up. Can you come and get this car, mate? She's got a flat battery. And he was always positive. Like you've seen him on TV, he's 100% like that all the time. So he sort of made me get into reptiles, I think, like his positivity and his vibe is something I look forward to. And like Brian, like he's the same. He's a very positive man.
Brian inspired a lot of people.
100%, like he was meant to be out here actually right now doing documentaries with myself, Criticam, couple of other people here in Australia, but unfortunately he got sick, so it all got postponed. But yeah, he's just an amazing person, like very inspirational. And he's the only person I know that's got 4 million followers, and there's like 4 million purple hashtag Get Well Brian getting around. So he's got a lot of support. He's a good person. It's just a shame it all. Yeah.
What do you think it would take to change the regulations in Australia?
Money, a lot of dedicated people to push it. Can't just be one person or 10 people. It's got to be hundreds and thousands of people trying to get behind it. We can't own anything, so I'd like to push it. I don't know. I don't know. I've spoken to my local member of parliament here. I've asked him via message what's my best way of going, and he sort of just said, "Oh, good luck." So that obviously tells me I'm up for a big challenge, but I don't know. Like I said, the government needs to relax a little bit. If we're licensed here and you guys are licensed in America, say Bosa has a reptile license and it's with his government and everybody knows about it, and he buys a reptile, I've got his license number. So that means that reptile got transferred from Bosa to me, or vice versa. We know where it's got to be at those two locations, right? It's trackable. I just think it's smart, but I don't know. Maybe I'm the only person that thinks that. Chris, you ever ate kangaroo? I have eaten kangaroo. I didn't like it. Would I eat it again? Probably not. It's not my favorite type of meat, but yeah, I have tried it, Bosa. It's not great. I don't know. See, each to their own. I didn't like it, but yeah, I have tried it.
Are you guys still at war with EMIS?
What's that?
EMIS. Shane, what is that?
Elon Musk? What?
I don't know. EMUS. I don't know what they're saying means.
Emus? I don't have an emu.
Oh, like
Emu. Yeah, he spelled it wrong. I don't have emus. I don't have. Are you still at war with emus? I don't have emus. If you're talking about that video that got around of a guy running over emus, yeah, he's still in jail. So emus are birds. Google it. Google what an emu is. Emus are like one of the biggest birds in the world, and they can't fly, but they're very fast runners. And they're assholes. Just sorry. I'm being honest, they're total bumholes. They like to bite you and peck your face, and they've got massive feet. Yeah, Australia did go to war with them, I think, for a little bit.
Dang, boss, so you like gator? I had gator meat once.
It's delicious. Yeah, I haven't tried croc. That's probably one I haven't tried that I would like to, is crocodile.
Have you tried deer meat?
Deer meat? No. No. We don't get too many deer around here. Maybe if you go south, like so in Queensland, there's not too many deer. There's more pigs. A lot of people go pig hunting.
Dang, boss, you tried ostrich? What up, 905 Royals? 905
What's up?
Royals.
905. How are you?
You got questions for Fry? Since you're here too. We've been live for 1 hour and 15 minutes already.
Yeah, so I haven't really eaten many of our icons. I've been told Lace Monitor is really good. I don't really want to try that because I own a Lace Monitor, right? That sort of like goes against what I believe. But if it was ever offered, maybe I would try it. But it would make me think twice about my animal. Like, you know, makes me feel like I'm eating him. Do you hunt pigs with hounds? Yeah, a lot of people do around here. A lot of people go pig hunting. And yeah, they do use dogs. Some people don't use dogs at all and just camp out good guns and take them out that way. But yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
see, Tyler's had more than I have. She's a good pig hunter too. Like, she used to go pig hunting where she was from, New South Wales. So she used to go pig hunting all the time. But yeah. Somebody said
had
you got snake pit too, but
I never had the incha. I never had that. I can't say that the inch.
echidna.
I never had that.
Nah, I haven't either.
Dang, Bosa.
Yeah, so that's kind of what, see, the sugarcane fields. That's where a lot of good pigs are. So that's about an hour drive from where I am. A place called Bundaberg has big cane crops, and there's a lot of pigs around there. But yeah, I want to do it one day, maybe. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, so the reptiles is definitely here to stay. I am trying to downsize a little bit, but like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to do with breeding this year. I don't think I will breed, but if we do, we do. But yeah, so apart from that, I've got really nothing else I can tell you. We'll be posting some photos up very soon of when this gecko comes out of the egg. So follow my socials for that one. And of course, I'll be posting up some new content very soon. I've got to get into my first gear and second gear and start doing things. So I'll definitely be posting up some new content soon. What's a typical weekend for you in Australia? So generally Saturday mornings, like this is Saturday morning, I wake up, we all have a shower and whatnot, start the day. My partner will go shopping for like groceries. Me and the boys will clean up reptiles, rodents, mow the yard, so that way we can chill out for the rest of the weekend. And then Monday is generally feed day, so get ready for that on Sunday night, pull out my rodents. It's kind of a typical weekend. I'm not currently working at the moment, Bosa, so I'm home every day. So I'm always doing stuff every day around the house. So yeah, otherwise we go out, we do things. A couple of weekends ago, it was Easter. We went to a burnout comp, so I was up there doing that. Something different from reptiles. Yeah, some weekends are different, hey? Like, yeah, it just depends, really. What's on in the world around us.
Yo, Bosa, thanks for dropping his links, guys. Make sure you guys check out both of the links. You see some of the race car drivers that Fry met at the burnout. Some of the races that he went to.
They're part of my homie club now, bro. They're part of my homie club now. They turned up to my house.
Nice.
Well, one of them did. He come here and brought some reptiles off me, and he literally turned up at my house. I'll show you the video. Just got to find it 1 second. But yeah, so I'm hanging out with the boys. Oh, wait, here. There's a video. There's Tyler, and there's the burnout car in my front yard.
Nice.
Cool, huh? And then that's him. So you keep it down.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so hanging out with the boys.
Rugby or football?
I call it football, but who asked me that, rugby or football? Rugby to me is rugby union. I'm Welsh born. I have a big Welsh tattoo on my shoulder. So I'm a rugby union supporter, but I don't really get to watch it very often. I'm more rugby league, and soccer is called football here too, but I don't follow that. My son does. He loves soccer, but I'm not a soccer fan.
Have a good night. Have a good night, Dagmar.
Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Race car driver. Yeah, man.
Nice.
Yeah, race car driving is dope. It's in my blood. My dad used to be a race car mechanic. I grew up at a racetrack pretty much.
What up? Stan in the building.
What's up, Stan? Stan the man.
He'll be my next interview once he get everything settled. I'm gonna have him up on the panel too.
Dope. I'll be tuning in for that one. Stan's a dope bloke. He's awesome. Very, very good bloke.
Yo, Dion, since you're here, you have any questions for Fried Critters? Miss Karina, Cole's mom. You have any questions for Fried Critters? Yeah, that's Cole's mom right there. Fry.
Okay.
Karina Camp. Yo, you guys ask them all the questions you guys want.
Yeah,
We'll
come
be
on.
here for a while.
Hit me up.
We've been live for 1 hour and 22 minutes so far. Okay, what he do? Okay, explain what you do since you just got here.
So I breed reptiles: Australian carpet pythons, knobtail geckos. I'll bring out a snake quickly, just so because you just tuned in. Hey, why are you being a dick now? Why are you being a bumhole now? You got really cranky at me just then.
Okay, let me put on full
I
screen.
breed carpet pythons. So yeah, that's what I do. I breed carpet pythons from Australia. Yeah, it's good fun. He's a bit temperamental right now, actually.
Right, Stan. That's a good question.
What's that, Stan?
Fry
Oh,
got
I do.
beautiful.
Thank you, Stan. I do. Like I was saying before, I take a lot of pride in my reptiles. Or we take a lot of pride in our reptiles. We've tried to purchase the highest quality, good-looking reptiles that we can. We don't just buy anything. We only bring good stuff here. Appreciate that, Stan.
That's right. Hand sanitizers are always.
Yeah, because snakes carry bacteria, so if I was to stick my hands in my mouth, I could get sick. So always sanitize. It's always good. Stops germ spread. And they smell nice and clean.
Yo, 8 million people in the chat.
8 million? Thank you, 8 million people. Hey, shit. I should be really famous. I should snap.
Cole's the one that would say like 8 million.
Oh, if nobody's got really any questions, I'll get off here in a couple of minutes, if that's all right, bro. I'd like to stay longer, but I do have things to do. Hey, Mum. That's nice, Cole. Your mum's in the chat. That's good. Wish my mum would jump on some of these chats, but she's not really into
Addy,
it.
right? Eight viewers watching. I think that for him, the viewers went up. At first, it was like 10 people watching.
Is that the most we've had? 10? Bugger. Hopefully we get a lot of watches.
That's the most we had on this live. Thank you, Cole, for sharing the live.
Thanks, Cole.
Okay. Do you have geckos now?
Yes, I have geckos. I have 2 knobtail geckos and 1 egg in the incubator about to break. So any day now I'll have a 3rd gecko.
Wow. Yeah, Karina, his link is pinned up top.
1 sec. Sorry, my missus is just going to the shop, so.
It's all good.
Yeah, I do have geckos.
Yeah, Karina, he showed us one. I don't know if you want to bring it out again.
Okay. Well, that's if I can find it. Nope, I don't even know where he went. See, they dig down into the sand, so it's sometimes hard to find them. Oh, hey, buddy. There you are. I found you. Hang on, I just got to wipe the sand off my hands because I'm hanging it over my laptop. I just don't want to get sand in my laptop.
Oh my god.
Hang on, it's really hard trying to hold him up.
Right?
He's got sand on his eye, so I should give him a little spray with water. Hang on a sec. He'll lick his eyes if I do this. Oh, I'm a bit shaky, sorry. If I stay still though, he'll lick his eyes in a minute. There we go. Watch this.
Oh my god.
He just licked his eye.
Yeah.
Because they don't have
okay.
eyelids. They don't have eyelids, so they got to lick their eye to keep it clean.
How big do they get?
He's nearly fully grown. Maybe a little bit fatter, a little bit longer. He's nearly fully grown. So the females get bigger than the males, obviously. The females get bigger than the males. The female at the moment, I'm not touching her because she's in shed. So, and I've got to sanitize my hands again. Shane said he would do an interview with Fry. Fry needs to contact Shane for a setup. Okay.
Fry's a busy person.
I'll add that to my schedule. Yeah, no, I can do that. I'll hit Shane up a bit later on. But yeah, so yeah. What else can I quickly show you?
Oh, you hear the little ones, Karina? It's his daughter's birthday. She's 2.
Yeah, my daughter's 2 today, so my partner's just going out to the shops to get her some breakfast and some other surprise presents and stuff. So we're going out to my mum. My mum shares the same day with her, so
Nice.
the same birthday. So we're going to go out to my mum's house later on.
Oh, we'll come up too early.
Nah, that don't stress. My dog was already waking me up, so he was already itching to get out.
Let's see if they know this word, guys. In the chat, do you know what does keen mean?
Keen. Yeah, keen.
If it
Does anybody know what the meaning of keen is?
keen, you said keen, right?
Keen. I'll type it. I can't type it in the chat.
Okay. Oh, I can type it.
Yeah, it won't let me type in the chat. I can do it private chat. Yeah, keen. That's it. Snug. That's it. Keen. Does
Okay.
anybody know what that means?
Nope,
Oh,
Karina, you're wrong. Nope, amateur, you're wrong as well.
You
Addie,
can tell me, Snug. You can tell me.
you're wrong. I'll let them figure out. So okay. That the one I just put, that means excited.
Yeah, like anxious. I'm keen for the interview. I'm keen to have a good day. I'm keen to chat to Shane about this interview. Keen means like I'm interested. I'm excited to do it.
Yo, D9 in the building.
What's going on?
The myth, the legend, D9 Beats. So if you could been any reptile, what would it be and why? That's for you.
If I could have been any reptile, wow. If I could be a reptile, what would I be? I don't know. That's a good one. If I could be a reptile, I'd reckon a saltwater crocodile or a Komodo dragon. No, but then I want to be pretty. Maybe a chameleon. Nah, see, I'd want to be big and scary. I'd think a crocodile. If I could be anything, a crocodile. Yeah, I'd probably be a crocodile. They live a big, long life. If they do anything wrong, they get hunted, though, so that's shit. But I just try not to do anything wrong. But yeah.
Oh, that's your mic drop question, Cole.
Hang on a second.
Cole. And you got him too, Cole, on that part. Addie, you said you would be
Why
a slug.
would you be a slug? Why would you be a slug?
I would be a dog.
Man's best friend. This is my puppy dog.
Oh my god. Hey, puppy.
This is Ollie. This is Ollie. Amy.
Ollie. Hey, Ollie.
He's like, where's that coming
Ollie. Hey, Ollie. Oh my god.
from? Good boy.
Hey, Ollie. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah, so that's Ollie. Now I've got to do my thing again. Ollie, stop it.
I like how when I was saying hey Ollie, the ears went up too.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all. That's a couple of my reptiles. That's me puppy dog. Yeah. Anybody got any good questions?
D9, you got any questions from D9?
Can ask me anything.
Ask him anything because we've been live on the We've been live for 1 hour and 35 minutes.
I've got a question for you, Snub.
Okay.
If you could own any reptile, what would it be?
Oh, wow.
And yes, snakes do have breeding seasons. Our season's about to start in Australia. I think America.
A boa constrictor.
Oh, well, that's not a bad
Yeah.
one.
I used to have a boa constrictor.
Yeah, right.
It
So
was
you
a-
do have a reptile background.
It was the size of a baseball.
Yeah, right, Not bad. I didn't know you had a reptile. That's good.
Yeah, where I
That's
used to live in Florida.
Yep. Very good. Very good. Yeah, so we do have a breeding season for snakes. How often do they lay? Once a year. We get our snakes to lay once a year. I think that's just the most natural way, most normal, humane way. But yeah, once a year, we probably, like last year we had eggs. Unfortunately, my girl slugged out. I thought I set my thermostat time properly, but instead I actually didn't. So my season was pretty dismal last year due to my accidental fault. But my carpet python laid 11 eggs last year, 11 infertile eggs. So very disappointed, but I don't know if I'm going to do it this year. She looks pretty good at the moment, but I'm not pulling her out. She's also a nasty girl.
Wow, Addie.
Yeah, you never disturb snake eggs because they're embryos at the top, and once you roll the egg, the snake can drown on that egg.
Wow.
So if you had eggs, you go grab a chicken egg out of your. It's not the same, but it's the same principle. Grab a chicken egg, and when you find the egg in the incubator or in the tub when the snake's laid, you put an X on the top or a circle, and that way you know where the top of that egg is. So if it moved, you know you can set it back up. If that makes sense. So the snake better chance of survival. But yeah, snakes are
Nice.
sometimes not.
Yo,
Australia-
amateur. Do you have amateur? You should ask him any fish questions. Probably he has fishes too.
I used to have fish. I don't have fish anymore. I used to breed frontosa cichlids when I was 12 to 15. I used to breed them. I used to deal with a shop in Brisbane in the north side called Smith's Aquarium. I used to get my frontosas from him and sell them to him. I've done a few things in my life. I used to be into saltwater fish tanks too, right? Used to keep reef tanks, but I don't do that anymore. It's crazy. I like to have some money.
Frontosa. What
Frontosa
is that?
is like a cichlid fish, I'll show you. Frontosa cichlid.
According to
Frontosa cichlid. Why is talk to text being a dick today? Frontosa cichlid.
According to Wikipedia, Siphotilapia frontosa, also called the front cichlid and Frontosa cichlid, is an East African species of fish endemic to Lake Tanganyika.
So
Wow.
that's, if Cole's still here, that Cole will understand. This is what does my head in. That's from where? Africa, East Africa. So how come I can't get a ball python, but I can get a fish? Yeah.
Will you cut open the gecko's egg if it don't hatch soon?
Possibly. I possibly will, yes. I have no choice there. But at the moment, it's got time to fluctuate either way. and at the moment we're on. It should have hatched yesterday, so it's 1 day late. Actually, I should just quickly check it. Hang on. All right, so it's going to be, I reckon, tomorrow or today. It's very close, and I'm not getting it out. So it's very close, and you're on a laptop, so I can't put you down there and show you. It's very hard. Yeah, it's very close. To my opinion, that's very close. So I'm excited. So the last time I checked it was halfway through incubation, which was, well, it feels like forever ago, maybe a month ago. And it was perfect. I could see all the veins. I could actually see something moving. I'm not sure if it was something really, like, I couldn't tell exactly, but I could see something moving. So I put it back in there. I haven't touched it since. So I'm waiting. Yeah. I've thought about doing that. I have a neighbor around here that's really annoying. I have thought about doing that. But I'm just waiting for the day that she sees a venomous snake in her yard and she yells across the street, "Can you come get this?" No. Go call a licensed snake catcher and pay them heaps of money, mate. Off you go. Have fun. I could do it for free, but I'm not. Not going to help her out. But yeah, I thought about doing that when I was a kid, actually, putting snake skins in people's mailboxes. But I would hate it. Like, if I didn't like snakes, I would hate to see a snake skin. It'd freak me out, right? So I don't like doing that.
What's your favorite movie?
My favorite movie? Snakes on a Plane? Nah, just kidding.
I thought you was gonna say that too.
Oh, my favorite movie. I'd have to say Sniper. The one with that Chris Cole or whatever his name is. There's a sniper dude. I like true story movies. I haven't seen Cocaine Bear yet, but I want to go see Cocaine Bear. I think that would be funny. Even though that's a real story too, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't really watch movies much. I watch documentaries, like I love David Attenborough. He is the man. Yeah, some more docos and stuff. Nature things.
Any more questions, Cole? Because probably or Addy or Amateur.
Yeah, anybody want to ask questions? I'm just going to check this egg again because I really feel like it's going to be today.
Okay.
That would be cool, right? My daughter's birthday, my mum's birthday, and a gecko born. How cool.
Karina, anything you want to ask him, you could ask him. He's a great person.
Yeah, that gecko will be I reckon it will be out by the end of the weekend.
What is your favorite show?
My favorite show, Tanked, Cops, documentaries. Like I said, anything to do with David Attenborough, I like. But yeah, there's probably some of my favorite. What's my favorite show on YouTube?
Yes.
Snugster. Oh wait, did I have to say that? No, I didn't have to say that. I just said that. But no, there's heaps of good people on YouTube. But yeah. No, I know the bear never killed a human. They made it out to be a funny thing, but in real life, the bear probably would have ate the cocaine and died, right? Let's think about it. That's a lot of cocaine. But yeah, imagine seeing a bear run around on cocaine. That would be scary. I'd be scared. But yeah, no, there's heaps of good people on YouTube. Everybody's doing their good part, if that makes sense. So keep it up.
Okay, my other question. What do you think about the FWC that killed the snakes?
Um, this goes back to kind of what I've been saying. Cole, you're listening to this. You've been here the whole time. Snug, you've been here the whole time. The governments around the world need to sit down and pull their heads in. This is just adding fire to the fire that's already been brewing for the last few years. E.g., that's why you got US Ark, Florida, and all that. I think they should be accountable, 100%. But I think somebody higher than that needs to be accountable as well. This guy who bred those snakes, he's a really, really well-known breeder. And he abides by the rules. So he had rules too to follow, and he's abide by them, though he had snakes that they didn't like. Yeah, I don't know. I think that everybody should be accountable. I think American governments and fishing agencies and wildlife people need to pull their head in. If we can start putting these animals on permits, guess what? If the Parks and Wildlife turned up at your house and there was a snake missing, you're accountable, right? It's on a permit. Where is that snake? Oh, it's at the vet. Okay. It's just, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to buy into it, but everybody that was there that done that should be accountable.
Yep, they should be. The three officers that was in there should be accountable.
100%. And whoever told them to do it, and whoever trained them, they obviously didn't have proper training. They can't tell two different species of snake. Well, that's stupid. And they're Parks and Wildlife. Well, that's even more stupider. See what I'm saying? Like, it doesn't make sense.
All his snakes were chipped.
Yeah, that's right.
FWC rules.
That's right. And he's lost reptiles because that's bullshit.
That is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the governments need to really pull their head in. They're just causing arguments now and picking fights for no reason. Like, this is a fight now. There was no need for those reptiles to be euthanized the way they were.
Their supervisors should be accountable for as well.
Everybody that was accountable, that told them to do that said, "Oh, you go and check this guy," they're accountable. Everybody, it's just wrong, so very wrong. If that happened here in Australia, mate, I'd probably be arrested for making a big public scene about it. I'd make big posters and go and stand out front of the government house in Canberra and be like, "You guys need to pull your head in." I'd just get arrested for being a nuisance, not anything bad, but it's still, they need to get the message through. Like, YouTube has a lot of snakes in the grass. Yeah, there's a lot of shit people out there, right?
Right. If I was in Florida, I would have pulled up for that meeting.
Yeah. It's just like, this is what we're rallying for. We're trying to be one team, one fight. Let's do it. Like, I'm in Australia. I'm telling you how I feel about something in America that realistically has not a lot to do with me, but I'm a supporter. This is bullshit. Like, it's got to stop.
Yep, this got to stop.
And they need to learn. I don't know how to impact that.
Karina, you've been arrested?
I have too, but that's for a different matter. That's got nothing to do with what we're talking about. But yeah.
I think next month I'll be celebrating 2 years on YouTube.
That's good, bro.
I'm gonna have an open panel as well.
It'd be good.
Like, it wasn't. I mean, not like streaming, but on the YouTube, because I've been next year will be 3 years. I've been on this YouTube platform.
That's good.
You come up on my panel as well, Fry. Wendy, you did. What do you think of that, Fry?
I can't stop you from doing it, eh? I'm not here to try to stop you. But education. Was it snake going to hurt you? Was it, you got to think. Snakes have been here before humans. It's like people go swimming in the ocean and they get eaten by a shark or bitten by a shark, and then people go and hunt the shark. Why? That's the shark's habitat. We're swimming in it. So the snakes, this is their property. This is where they live. We're walking around in it. If we see one, just walk away. No need to go chop its head off. But I'm not saying back in the day, if it's a venomous snake and it was around my kid or something, well, maybe you got to take measures into your own hands. 100%.
What,
But
Wendy,
don't
what,
condone it.
what kind of snake was that, Wendy?
Not having a go at you, Wendy, but like people do it, right? Like I'm not the police. I can't go and stop people. If it's highly venomous and it was going to kill you or attack you, yeah, well, maybe you did the right thing. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I can't really comment on it. I'd rather not know about it, but people do it, right? But yeah, it is what it is. See, that's perfectly fine. I understand that. Yeah, look, see, if you knew what it was, it would be great, because then you might know next time, oh, I don't need to be scared of that. It's not going to kill me. Like my snakes, they're not going to kill me. The worst thing they're going to do is bite me. The worst thing I can get out of that is an infection. But that's where, if it bit me, I'd wash the wound with betadine. I've got antiseptic down there. At worst, I have to go to hospital. They'll probably just give me a couple of painkillers and some antivitamins, and I'll be home. The snakes can be bad. Like, yeah, it happens, right? Snakes go across the road every day and get hit by cars. I can't stop that either. There is people told to slow down and keep an eye out, but they don't.
Are geckos hard to keep?
No, really easy. Probably the only thing you really got to pay attention to is their dietary requirements. Do a lot of research on them. Like before we got any of our reptiles, we've done so much research. It's not funny. I have diaries and diaries full of information. So if I need to resort back to things, I've got information. So it's always handy. But yeah, we did a lot of research on the geckos. It's made it really easy. I could only imagine if I just bought the geckos and did the research, it'd probably be a bit harder. But everything we own here, we've done a lot of research, like the lace monitor. We knew that was going to grow up to be a big, scary animal. It's not really that scary, but sometimes. But at the moment, he's still pretty puppy dog. Like I can go down there and pat him, but I've got to move slowly. If I move quickly, I could lose a finger.
Wendy, if you want to know about snakes, ask Fry Critters or 905 and Sea of Serpents. They're great people. Okay, what do they eat?
Who? Geckos?
Yeah.
Wood roaches, crickets, mealworms, little insects. I haven't tried grasshoppers. I don't think that's appropriate. They're probably too big. But yeah, they eat woodies and mealworms and stuff like that.
I've never seen mealworms.
Haven't you? I'll show you.
Yes, Wendy. His channel's linked up top. Okay. I was gonna say, are they like roly poly? Oh,
yeah,
not roly poly. Yeah, Wendy. Fry's channel's pinned up top. Oh, let me put it on full screen.
Mealworms. So they eat them sometimes, not all the times, right? I like to mix their diets up. I think that's key too, is mixing their diets up, supplementing out for some things. Like crickets are shit here in Australia, so I have to put supplement in there to help them, which makes more nutrients for the crickets, for the geckos. Yeah.
Cole, I will not see him eat one.
Now I don't want to eat one.
Also, someone eat worms before. I don't want to see him eat them.
No, I don't really feel like eating worms yet. That's not the type of breakfast I'm aiming for.
Yo, baby girl Wendy, thanks for subscribing to Fry's Critters.
Thank you. Thanks for subscribing. Appreciate it.
Cole, I think you should hit I think you should eat mealworms, Cole. Since you hit 30 members, you should eat some mealworms, Cole. Since you're making him eat it.
I'll do it if Cole does it, but he has to jump on and turn his camera on.
Okay. The
No,
next
I'm joking.
time
I'm joking.
when I have you up on the
I'm
panel,
backing out now.
okay.
No, I don't
When I
really
have,
eat
when I have you up on the panel again, Fry, on my 2 years, I want to see you eat a dead cricket.
a dead one. Can I have a live one?
Okay, a live one then.
At least it'll be nicer. A dead one's a bit
No-
more yucky. How often do they eat? I feed my geckos every other day. This depends if they come out at night. See, then they come out at night, nocturnal. So generally about my bedtime, I'll come and check them. If they're out running around looking like they want food, I'll offer it. If they don't eat it within half an hour, I take it out.
Yeah, about my 2 years, I want to see you eat a live cricket.
Okay, we'll do it. Only if Cole does it.
No, not from Cole. This is from me. I want to see you eat it.
Yeah, but I'll only do it if he does it too. So we have to
Okay.
both do it.
Cole said he's not eating nothing weird.
Oh, come on. If I do it, you got to do it. It'd be fun. It'd be good protein, apparently. So they tell you.
Cole, you should eat some worms then, because I know Jay's what's the name? Jay's Arc of Life.
Yep.
Jay's Arc of Life. He did was it 24-hour stream?
Yeah.
Okay. He did a 24-hour. Can I deep fry them? Fry is up to you. Look, Jay did a 24 live stream for US Arc and he raised 10K.
Chocolate covered grasshoppers. Ooh. I might get a little jar of Nutella and dunk a few crickets in and eat them. At least it doesn't taste like
He's
shit.
gonna eat it. Cole, you can deep fry. Can he deep fry them?
I don't know. They're too small. You'd have to put a few in, which means you'd have to eat them all.
I'm not doing it.
I'm going
You
to
got
try
it.
that actually. Maybe I'll get one cricket with a bit of chocolate on it.
Okay, Cole said he's not doing it, but I want you to do it since it'll be my 2 year since I've been on YouTube.
Okay, well I have to do it. Thanks, Cole. Teamwork, mate. Teamwork. Okay, I'll do it.
Yo, BC, if you haven't checked out Fry's Critters, if you have any questions for him, since you just got here, ask him the questions you want.
Hit me up.
I had to wake. His dog had to wake him up early.
Yeah, he did. Bugger. That's all good.
Dagmar, you eat a cricket?
No, if there's no more questions, bro, I'm gonna have to bounce.
Yeah, guys. What time is it for you?
9 o'clock. So we have been on here for 2 hours. What
Yeah,
kind
but-
of critters do you keep? Carpet pythons, knobtail geckos, lace monitor, heaps of cool things. Check me out on Instagram, Fry1287 or Fry's Media 87. I have 2 pages. I'm also on YouTube. But yeah, carpet pythons, knobtail geckos. How long have you been on YouTube? I've had that YouTube, I think a while, but I just really don't post up there as much as I should. I don't jump on there and stream as much as I should.
Well,
But
your
yeah.
wife's still here.
Yes, he's out shopping. See,
Well,
awesome support. Awesome support.
Probably when we end the live, she could say, "What happened to them? I want to watch them more."
Yeah, everybody in the shops would be like, "What they're watching? What are they watching?"
right?
Hey, everybody in the shops. My daughter will be watching this going, Dad, Dad.
Look, I like when she waved to me. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, when she woke up this morning.
We should have put that on the live when she waved. Oh my gosh.
She's cute. But yeah. Yeah, if everybody wants to follow my page, go jump on. It's great. It's only going to get better. I have slacked on content posting, but I'm going to get back into that
No,
real
Fry said
soon.
when he hits 1K, he's gonna throw a pie on his face for his 1K.
Yeah, for 1K, I'll start a podcast, or I'll just start a stream on YouTube full time. I'll do it 3 days a week, for a good chunk of hours, like maybe 8 hours a day for 3 days a week.
Oh, she did, Miss
And I'll
Kayla. Wow.
open panel. People can jump on, have a chat. That's exactly what she said. My dad. That's my girl. That's
She,
my girl.
she must say she must say he's the number one dad.
I am number one dad. To her, anyway. She's my baby. But yes. Anyways, I'm gonna have to jump off. Appreciate you letting me
Next
come
interview,
on.
we should get one of the. You should talk to whenever your race buddies feel better. You should talk to them. Have you up on the panel with them as well.
I can try. I can only ask. He is busy though, so I will try. That would be
Don't
cool.
forget to message Shane as well
Yeah, I will. I definitely won't forget that.
for your next interview with him.
Yeah.
Fry is a busy person, guys.
Yeah, family, reptiles. Yeah, it is busy. That's how you want it, but right? You don't want to be bored. But yeah. All right.
Stan, thanks for dropping Fry's link.
Thank you, Stan. Appreciate you, bro.
It was already pinned up top as well.
Just get it out there. Appreciate it. Yeah, all right. Everybody in the chat, appreciate you guys for coming on. Thank you for the support and the follows. Appreciate it. To my man Snugstar, thank you, bro, for letting me come on. This has been good. This has been really good. And if everybody gets behind Snugstar, it's a good thing. He's a great bloke. He's got a good heart. We speak privately off live, so he's a good person. Get on board. Definitely a good person.
I appreciate you 100% Fry. You're like a brother to me. You don't know how much I felt it.
Yeah, appreciate you, bro. Same thing.
Remember, I'll always have your back.
Likewise, bro. Well, likewise. That's what we're about. Support. But yeah, and if everybody else is good, I'm gonna end this. All right. Appreciate you.
All right. See you guys.
All right. Thank you, Snug.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Yep, I'll see you guys around YouTube streets. That was my first. That was my second. Hey, that's my second interview. The first one was with D9 Beats, and then he was my second one. And then when Sea of Serpents Stain gets everything all settled, he'll be my third interview. I'll see you guys all later around on the YouTube streets. That's right. Guys, make sure you also stop by Cole's live tonight for trivia. BC around, I think, 10. Right, Cole? Karina, same time that's here we do on Friday. Yo, Fry, I appreciate you 100%. I'll see you guys tonight on Close Live. CNBC. See you, Dagmar. See you, Tyler Rob. Appreciate you 100%, Fries Critters. Have a good one. See you, Serpents 905. See you, Reptile. Yo, Reptiles. Yeah, it's over. You missed it. I started at 5 o'clock. All right, see you guys. Wow, I'll post the next one on my community page. Just look on my community page.